Welcome to Crusher Talk. I'm your friend, Haley Crusher Kane. This edition is dedicated to my friend Nicole, who I may or may not have gotten sick at our show last weekend, our first show for our drummer, Stacy. I tell the people, the good people, how many cigarettes it sounded like I smoked after that show.
After the show, it's a solid carton.
Between Tanya Tucker and the sisters from The Simpsons, I was probably at
somewhere in between.
Somewhere there. Feeling a lot better. Hopefully you guys are doing okay. I just realized that I hadn't recorded one today and I missed one last week, and I have such a great running streak going here.
You were sick last week.
Yes, I was sick last week, but we have such a good streak going lately. I didn't want to leave you guys hanging, and I thought, oh my gosh, we have something new to talk about, something that kind of spontaneously happened over the winter break, where I think I've talked a bit about how I was getting into watercolor, and then my dad had some old Sumi Japanese paintbrush and ink stuff, so I started doing that. And then last night we just decided we were going to start kind of creating these new merch items that we're going to bring to the merch table that are more art-based.
Yeah, one-of-a-kind situation. Haley paints these cute little dogs, so I said, you should paint those dogs, and we'll write some lyrics on them.
Yeah, so I would just do random splotches, and then whatever the splotches felt like, what kind of dog it was, I just let the splotches tell me what the dog wanted to be. And
it's a fun experiment.
Dr. Kane is my commercial. He's no stranger to the commercial art world, actually. So he is my art manager. Is that what they're called?
Your rep? I don't know. Your agent?
Well, between the idea of us having the idea, which I think it was your idea to do this for the merch table.
Because it's cute, yeah.
Yeah. And between the idea and me doing it was like 2 seconds, because we got immediately on Amazon, ordered all the equipment,
Well, you were going to get the stuff anyway. You were doing it.
I know, but it's just funny. We got the frames. So we have these framed art pieces with Crusher's lyrics, and we're trying to decide whether we want to just have them at the merch table exclusively, or if it's something we want to put up on the Bandcamp or on our shop. If you have opinions, or this is something interesting to you, let us know if this is something you might be into. Maybe we could start doing like sympathy cards or temporary tattoos.
No, I don't think so.
What do you think it is about? What do you think it is about a certain artist that makes them have a style? Because I never thought I had an art style.
Oh, I don't think you can. I don't think you can choose that. I think it's like your handwriting.
Say more.
I think it's just a unique way that your brain processes information, and it goes from seeing it or imagining it to your mind, and then you have to transfer it to your hand. And I think that there's something there that not everybody does the same. So interpretation of the real and or imaginary world.
From head to hand, this is very similar to music. You have this taste in your head of what your good taste is, and then it filters through your skills, your actual skills. Yeah. And then whatever you end up with is your style. I think that is so much of music as well. So much of taste is in a vocalist's limitations, like a Tom Petty, where it's like, oh, he just has a really weird voice. Or am I thinking of Tom Petty has a weird voice, right? Kind of sounds like he's in pain.
Yeah.
Who's the one that sounds like he's in pain?
Is it Bruce?
Neil Young? Is that what I'm thinking of?
I
don't know. Think of any vocalist that is just a little bit off kilter. They probably didn't want to sound that way. It's the limitations that make you who you are, as well as, the skills you do build. But, yeah, I let the blobs tell me what they want to be. So maybe we'll post a couple pictures on here, because these
you can do
Crusher Talk people are probably the most tight with the Crusherverse, so maybe they'll have some thoughts about what we're doing.
Stop licking.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to lick you.
No, dog's licking me. He's relentless.
Well, Dr. Kane's been working on some paintings too. Why don't you illuminate our audience about some of your underpainting techniques and your super cheerful subject matter, urban landscapes that are like abandoned freeway overpasses.
Yeah. Underpainting. Well, it's color theory. Paint is kind of translucent, so you want to paint. This is a weird subject to get into right
Oh,
now.
why don't you talk about whatever you want to talk about?
Anyway, you paint with the opposite colors under what you're going to use as a final color. All right.
I think that's pretty much what it's about, which is weird. And when I first started doing it, when I was watercoloring, is that how you say it? Watercoloring?
Sure.
When I was doing watercolor, it seems so wrong. You know, if you want to paint, you know, a shadow on a green apple, you do red, and it feels weird and wrong. But once you see it all come together on the page, it makes it look so much more real. Yeah, sometimes you need to actually go against what you're doing to make it good.
Well, that's what all the traditional painters learned back in the day, is that they kind of came up with color theory. And it's part science and part art.
And part mysticism.
And part mysticism. Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Yeah, if you ever want to know what your color season is, just DM me a photo of your face, and it's a new hobby of mine, figuring out if people are soft summer or if they're a true winter or a bright spring. Like, I'm a bright spring.
What am I?
You're a soft summer.
Oh.
Because you have dusty tones, low contrast, and you're
cool
toned.
Can those things change? Was it different when I did before I lost?
It's not that you change so much as you can get away with less or more depending on how you dye your hair or carry certain features.
Look out, just for men coming in hot.
Beard turning orange to gray will make you less able to carry some of the autumn. You were going for autumn color palette for a long time with the red hair.
30 years.
Yeah. Anyways, that's all we have today. We are going on a run with Screeching Weasel and the Queers, we should mention.
Next week.
Well, is it weekend? It starts with Thursday.
Okay.
Like, we're really we're just fucking off, basically.
So
Thursday, we're going to be in Milwaukee at the Turner Ballroom Theater, I want to say.
Okay.
And then on Friday, the 17th, so 16th, we're in Milwaukee. 17th, we're going to be in St. Charles, Illinois at...
I have no idea.
Can't remember the name of that venue.
Probably the only one in town.
I'm sure it's lovely. And then the last show of this short run that we're doing is it's called Red Flag, and it's in St. Louis, Missouri, which is notorious for people casing your van and stealing things from your van.
Yeah.
So wish us luck there. We have our trusty puck lock, but
we're not going to tell you where we're parking.
Yeah, we're not telling you. We're definitely not podcasting from the parking lot and telling you exactly where we are at any given time. But we'll be doing that, and then we have 2 headline shows coming up at the end of this month.
The following weekend.
Oh no! Better not get sick again. And that'll be on, what is it, April 24th in...
I don't know the date.
It's 24th and 25th, and it's going to be Louisville, Kentucky, punk rock night.
Friday night.
Is it Louisville?
Louisville.
Is it?
Louisville. Friday night. Friday night, Louisville.
And Saturday night at the legendary Melody Inn in Indianapolis.
Scenic Indianapolis.
And they're both punk rock nights, which is super cool. Yeah, it is Louisville. When I see it written out, it's Louisville.
Oh.
But when you say it, it's like, Louisville.
Yo, true Northerner.
Don't forget to go to Louisville, LOL, which means lots of love. So we'll be out on those shows, and then we'll be coming back to Detroit for an immersive Star Wars themed event, because why not? Do send your alien ideas, your Star Wars universe, Star Wars Cantina alien garb and ideas. I personally would like to paint myself a color, so I need to figure out like what kind of color I want to be, what my alien backstory is. Did my planet get destroyed?
Yeah.
Am I on a vengeance mission to avenge like my alien uncle?
I'm gonna be Jar Jar Binks. Just kidding. I'm gonna be Captain Picard.
Oh my god, that's the best thing I've ever heard in my life. Okay, so Dr. Kane's gonna be Jar Jar Binks.
Or Captain Picard.
Which is definitely not the right universe, but who's keeping track? The cantina, what happens in the space cantina stays in the space cantina. Anyways, until then, signing off for now. Sparkle hard, and we'll see you next week with, I promise you, a much more robust chat. Okay, toodaloo!